Hello community, welcome back to JinZ channel, and today we're back with another video of chess. And let me tell you something, okay? Have you ever wondered how to win a game of chess? Well, if you have wondered, then you should not have gone here because I am no one. You could have just gone to another, YouTuber or a grandmaster video and watch it. You don't stay here, okay? You stay here because the title says to. The thumbnail leads you here. You want to know how to mate in 15. And today I will deliver you two games, with one with white and one with black. And you can utilize them in any way and you can win them as fast as possible. Let's get started. The first game I play with white, I play principal chess. I play e4. My opponent play e5. Very nice opponent from Vietnam. Very nice. I played principal chess. Knight to f3. And at this point, I was expecting my opponent to play something like knight to c6, so I can play pawn to d4 and continue the Scotch defense, and bring in my queen out. But that did not happen. Instead, my opponent played pawn to d5, which is the move that I did not expect at all, because I want to play the Scotch so badly that I pre-moved d4. This was my first mistake ever. Okay, I mean not ever, like my first mistake in this game. Okay, I pre-moved in the opening. That's something that we all should not do. Pre-moving in the opening. I mean, you wouldn't know what your opponent's gonna play, right? Like here. So my opponent played the elephant gambit. So usually you will take it. It's the gambit anyway, and you will take it, and he opened his queen. And if we play here or something, the elephant goes on. The elephant goes on. They have this and that and not that. I don't know how the elephant goes, but I do know how to defend it. Well, not in this case. not with d4. But yeah, my opponent has many options here. He can take here. My opponent played de. Reasonable move. I guess he was pretty shocked by my pawn to d4 as well. No one expected that. Okay, no one wanted that. And then I played along the line of elephant, and I play knight to e5. And then there are many ways to defend this. Okay, there are many ways that you can play, like knight to c6, queen to d6, and then bishop to d6. There are many ways to kick the knights out, but one of them is worse than the other. In fact, one of them is the worst attack. Pawn to f6. And the trick to this one is that you are opening your king. You are literally opening your king, okay? And so I know that this one is open. Then I play my queen to h5, checking the king. In fact, I know this trick from I don't know. I've learned it from a video on Facebook, something, as I don't quite remember the name of the channel, but they upload many chess videos that shows tricks and how to mate it, how to trick your opponent, this and that, how to do a lot of openings. They do a lot of good things. So now back to the video. And at this point, black has two legal moves. And one of them is worse than the other. Well, in my opinion, this one is better. King to e7, because after king to e7, I can just check, and you can take my knight, and I can take your rook. This is what should have happened. Okay. and the game should goes on like bishop to e6, defending his knight, and I can go back I can retreat my queen here, and the game goes on peacefully, hopefully. But I still up 2 points of materials, because I think that's a big advantage for endgames. Endgames with 2 rooks is better than 1, as always. But that didn't happen, because my opponent played the other legal move, which is pawn to g6, which according to chess.com is the best move for some reason, because I can still apply knight to g6, and attack and aiming at your rook. And if you take my knight, and I can still take back. I can still take back, and I am now 3 points material up. I don't know why chess.com prefer pawn to g6, but I don't know. That's the bot thing. I don't understand it. At this point, I don't know why my opponent missed this. Perhaps my knight is hanging. Okay, my knight in this position is hanging, but my opponent just kind of ignored it. Maybe I think I can understand. I can kind of understand him, because he doesn't want to lose his rook. So I mean, he can't just play like something like king to f7, I guess, and then kind of lose away. That's just check, kind of almost checkmate for him. So he played the other good move. He didn't play the worst move. Now he played king to d7, which is a blunder according to chess.com. And I think he had a point. Okay, he had a point, because he want to let his king escape. What he missed is that I can take his rook. I can still take his rook, even though he was scared of his rook being taken. His rook was still being hung all the time. My allergies. Apologies. So at this point, I kind of kind of ran out of idea. He can play. His king can escape at this point, but I don't know why. But I guess he was too passive, so he played queen to e7. He could have developed his knight, sure, but I guess he wants to take back. Okay, he wants to take back my knight, and at this point I kind of ran out of idea. I can check here, but his king will just escape, and we will have a forced perpetual check here, like queen d5, and here and here and here, perpetual check, and then kind of ran out of idea. So I decided to develop my pieces, and the first piece that I developed, of course, is being why is my controlling not working? Why is my controlling not working? Where is it? Where were we? Okay, so we reached here, and I developed my knight, attacking this pawn and attacking this pawn, and eventually checking his king somehow, hopefully. Okay, and of course my opponent played queen to g7, attacking my knight, but I can escape here and just kind of do this and do that, but I don't think I don't think this is very good for me, because I can't play without the queen. I lack I'm not very confident without my queen. Okay, even though I am a piece up, I am a piece up, 3 points to a piece, but I'm not confident without my queen. So yeah, that could happen, but I developed my knight instead. So I attack his pawn, he took my knight and attack. I check his king first, because this and this will go here, of course. His king escapes to there. I mean, yeah, I don't know why, but I think my opponent just kind of forgot that the bishop was here the whole time. This would be a great move, by the way. This would be a great move, because this is great. This just lead me to one step closer to checkmate him. So chess.com, you better drug test yourself next time, because this ain't a good move. This ain't no good move. Drug test yourself, chess.com. This ain't no move. Okay, so king back, and at this point I kind of ran out of the for again. So I developed my bishops. And he brings. Oh, he kind of push his pawns. I guess for some reason, I guess that is preventing me from going here, because the bishop can take, I don't know. I'm not too clear about that. I think that move was to trap my queen, but not really, because I can just go somewhere around here, right? So yeah, it's not really trapping my queen. I have an idea, so I develop my pieces once again. I play bishop to c7, c4, and then he brings his queen down here for some reason. And I think it was to kind of checking to try to check my king somehow. I don't understand his idea here. So I just wanna play. So I just wanna check his queen. I check his king first before he check mine. Okay, I check. And then maybe he will play a bishop to e7, which is a reasonable defense, as well as attacking my queen. And I played bishop to g5, which is an inaccuracy I could play here, but holy shit, who could have thought of that? That is too dangerous. Okay, that is just too dangerous. What's the point of that anyway? And I think that this already leaves a check at the king, and you can take. Oh, that's so smart. Oh my god, that's salvage. But I didn't see it though. So I played this with the intention of trading queens. I want to trade queens like this and something like that, and I can continue the check and that, and we'll move on with equal play. Equal points. But that didn't happen. None of that happened. None of that. Instead, my opponent made a fatal move, a fatal blunder. Knight to f6. What are you doing, my buddy? What are you doing, my brother? What are you doing? I can just take your queen. Your queen is fucking hanging. And he resigned. Well, it's not really made in 15, but it kind of left your opponent in despair. We have 12 points of material up. We have 1 queen up. So it kind of left your opponents in despair into resigning. So that's, winning in 15 moves. Now we're on to the second game. In this second game, I play as black, and a pretty weird game, honestly. But this is the true mate in 15 here. This is not like my opponent is resigning. This is the true mate in 15. My opponent played knight to f3, and one of the things I learned about knight to f3 is that one of the wackiest opening to and reply to knight to f3 is pawn to h6, which is a batsman defense. I know it sounds crazy, but it is a move. Okay, it is a move. My opponent played pawn to d4. I played knight, and we develop, and trade and take, and he put his queen up to d3 for some reason. Because guys, hear me out, okay? Hear me out. You guys must have heard this from other people, other grandmasters. But come on, guys, don't you just bring your queen for no reasons at all? Like, what is this queen attacking here? What is this queen attacking here? What is it attacking here? What is it attacking? What are you doing? What? It's blocking your bishop as well. Like, what? What are you doing, mate? There's no point of bringing your queen there, okay? Especially when you're 1100s. You're not a 700, okay? You're not gonna play like a Scarlet, mate. Yeah, are you? Are you? So I reply with bishop to c4. Now I spent a few time on this move because my plan is to move my bishop here, but I think it can be taken very easily. So I move my bishop here with the intent of moving the pawn here and defend, and move my bishop here and defend it. You know, I will show you. He developed his bishop. I bring my I push my pawn up. He castles, and I bring my bishop here, and he can't take it because it's protected by the pawn. That's my idea. That's my that's my genius idea. You know, genius. So he bring his queen back, of course, and then I develop my bishop. He brings his bishop here for some reason. It's kind of a useless move because I can just do this and do this, you know. But I don't know why this is a good thing. But wait, it is a good thing because it ruins the black structure. Okay, fine, I accept it. I go here because I don't want my knight to be taken. Okay, so he brings his rook out, and at this point I was feeling like I was a step behind. I need to castle. And if you are a long time subscriber of mine, you know that I love long castling. So I moved my queen out in order to long castle. Okay, which is the mistake. Of course, every long castle of mine is a mistake. Every one of them. Chess.com doesn't like long castling for some fucking reason. White played this, which is a miss because it could have played that and aiming something like that or this, you know, threatening that. But I could take, and he could bring my I could take, and he could bring his queen here. So I wanted to at some point I want to play e5. But then he will play knight to e5, and it's just useless, you know. That and then this, and it's check, and that, and something along like that. Wait, that's better? Wait, really? Oh, that's actually better. Oh, I could have played e5. Anyway, that didn't happen. Good things never last, okay? Good thing never lasts. It never lasts. And at this point, I was about to long castle, you know. I was about to long castle, but I was looking at these three. Get out of the way, Carlos. I was looking at these three pieces here. I was focusing on them for a few seconds, and I realized, wait, they are all aiming at the king. Whoa, they are all aiming at the king. If I go somewhere like here and then here, he can take. Will go. That's a bad idea. Okay, maybe I can go here. He takes, and I go here. He takes, and I can get his knight and check him, and you know, take a pawn. That's not a good idea. And he can go somewhere. He can run for his life forever. He can run anywhere. Okay, and at some point I will have a pretty huge advantage, you know. That kind of happened. I played knight to f2, which is an inaccuracy, but don't worry, because my opponent was too greedy. He played king to g2, taking the knight, and I played bishop to h3. Yeah. He could have taken, Yeah, he could have taken, and I could take his knight back, but White was too scared. White was too scared. He retreat. He retreat. his knight was hanging, and he take his knight. Anywhere he goes, and I mean, he has one fucking legal move. He has one fucking legal move, man. He has two rook, he has two bishop, and a knight and a queen. All useless. He has one fucking legal move, and that leads to checkmate. You know, this game is kind of funny because my opponent was, I know he's a fair and reasonable, he has some tactics in the mid game, but I guess knight to g2 was so surprising. And if he takes, and I moved my bishop here, and he thought that it would be checkmate immediately if he take my bishop, so he retreated. So he was pretty scared. He could have played king to g1, and the game just kind of continues, and the king had no more rooms to play, and he can play like queen to g5 and trying to block, but I can just take it, and yeah, it's game over. It's game over for White, and sometimes in life, you don't need to accomplish too many complicated tactics. You don't need to long castle. You just need to focus that there are a lot of pieces focusing on the king, so I need to do something. I need to sacrifice a piece in order to checkmate him. Okay, so yeah, that's a really cool way to mate in 15. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and stay tuned for the next video. And don't forget to checkmate in 15. Bye bye.